Hey guys, in today's video, I want to talk about iOS 17.4. This software update has been available for 16 days as of the filming of today's video, and I wanted to come back and revisit the software and talk about some of the latest issues that iPhone users continue to report with the latest 17.4 as we wait for iOS 17.4.1, which should be available in the next couple of days, and we'll talk about all that here in just a few seconds. Now, there's been various reports of animation issues with iOS 17.4. I have to say that overall, my experience has been nice. I did have a few issues when unlocking my iPhone. I've noticed it stuttered or sort of got stuck on the lock screen. But other than that, I can't say that I've had any major issues with animations. I know a lot of you guys report that you have issues when launching apps, scrolling through the software, and overall animation issues. I can't say that that's the case for me, but it looks like some of you guys continue to have some animation issues. Now, something that happened yesterday that I was very, very annoyed by was that AirPods did not want to pair to my iPhone, although I've already paired these AirPods 3rd generation to this iPhone here. Yesterday, they just would not pair, and I went all evening without my AirPods, and the very next day, today, I popped them open and finally got them to connect to my iPhone, which brings me to the next issue being reported, which is Bluetooth issues. Some of you guys continue to report Bluetooth issues. I think there's an issue with the AirPods firmware because I know a lot of you guys continue to share issues where your AirPods are just doing its own thing, so unexpected behavior coming from AirPods. So I think there's an issue with the firmware on AirPods and maybe some Bluetooth issues happening with iPhone. But aside from that, I also want to talk about the battery life. And now I know a lot of you guys continue to report poor battery life. That seems to be the number one thing or number two thing that you guys continue to report. I have great battery life overall on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, but again, not everyone's experience will be the same. So if you're having battery issues, I would like to hear from you in those comments down below. Please let me know what iPhone you're using. And the last thing I want to talk about, and most recent thing, is Wi-Fi issues. Now, when I asked you guys a couple of days ago, do you expect Apple to release 17.4.1 or 17.5 beta 1, the number one comment to my surprise was, I just want my Wi-Fi fixed. And this seems to be the thing, right? Because it looks like Wi-Fi issues continue to occur for most of you guys. Although I haven't encountered personally too many issues with Wi-Fi, it looks like a lot of you guys continue to have Wi-Fi issues. So I wanted to ask if you guys were having Wi-Fi issues, and it appears that 47% of you guys said yes, and 53% of you guys said no. So out of all the votes on this community poll, it looks like close to half of you guys are having Wi-Fi issues. So 47%, that's a high number. So I went ahead and tested iOS 17.4 versus 17.3.1, which is, of course, the previous update. So if we go here into the speed test application, and we go into the speed test app here on this iPhone running 17.3.1, let me show you that. So I ran a few tests here. This is running 17.3.1. There it is. And I ran a few tests here. So if we go into the history here on several tests, let's go into the results here. Let's go into the results on this iPhone running 17.4. Take a look at those Wi-Fi numbers and take a look at the times and dates. So these were back to back. So on the first test, we have 227 on download speeds versus 253 on 17.3.1. The second test, 187 download speeds versus 300 download speeds on 17.3.1. And the last test, 161 versus 201. So basically, on every single test, iOS 17.3.1 outperformed 17.4, which is very, very interesting to see. As you can see right there, these devices are running iOS 17.3.1 and 17.4. So yeah, very interesting results in regards to Wi-Fi performance. It looks like there's definitely a Wi-Fi issue on some devices, not all devices, but hopefully 17.4.1 will address these issues for iPhone users, as we're still expecting 17.4.1 to release in the next couple of days. Now, again, Apple could release at any moment, but if I was to take a guess, Friday the 22nd is when we can expect 17.4.1, or at the latest next week on the week of the 25th. So just stay tuned here to the channel. If you continue to have those issues, keep in mind those are the results in terms of Wi-Fi. You're not alone. It looks like there is some Wi-Fi performance issues, and a lot of you guys are also experiencing battery drainage, Bluetooth issues, and animation, things like that. So hopefully 17.4.1 will come soon to address a lot of these things. Thank you for watching this quick update, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.